Hello, parents of the class of 2023. This is Rhonda Graney, and I am the school counselor for your students. Today, I have some information I want to share with you that I think will be really helpful, especially as we move towards scheduling for the junior year. So I'm going to share my screen with you and get started. So I'm going to briefly overview graduation requirements. I will talk about PSAT, SAT, some details regarding the scheduling process and advanced placement versus dual credit. We'll talk about college and career planning, and then opportunities for you to schedule a Google Meet or a phone call or submit questions to me. This is a FourYear Plan template. It's a generic template. Each one of your students should have their own FourYear Plan where they have mapped out what they plan to take each year and how they plan to meet the graduation criteria. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over this part, but this is something that they have in their Google Drive, and they can certainly share with you so that you're aware of what their plans are. The second part of the FourYear Plan is this sheet. This is where we map out how are they planning to meet their big three, the three criteria for graduation. The first one is earning a high school diploma. Students are asked to indicate which diploma they're working towards, and this lists the different diploma types. They also need to then, for box 2, indicate how they plan to show that they have employability skills. This is actually a new graduation criteria that starts with our class, the class of 2023. Sometime during their high school career, at least once, they need to show or they need to participate in a project-based, a service-based, or a work-based learning experience. The great thing is that there are so many opportunities. This pretty much happens naturally. We don't really need to do a lot of extra planning for this. For most students, it's going to be a natural part of their high school experience. There are so many classes that meet project-based, service-based, or work-based learning. We also can include any extracurriculars, sports. If they're in band, orchestra, where there's a performance piece, we can use that for employability skills. We can also use any job that they have and work at least 75 hours sometime during their high school career. We can use that for employability skills. So I'm not really worried about box 2. I feel like, again, it happens very naturally. Your student has indicated what their plan is for box 2. My guess is we have a large number of students who already have this done. So that's great. Box 3, post-secondary ready competencies, really just means that when they leave here, they are either ready to join the workforce because they've earned skills and they have had experiences that they're ready to join the workforce, or they're ready to go to college or a technical school or the military. As you can see, there are several options to show that you have post-secondary ready competencies. The first one is where I feel like we'll have a lot of our students meet that with that first criteria, and that is by having a pathway and completing 2 concentrated courses within that pathway, earning a C- or better in those courses. As you see in the second part of the box there, we have many career pathways that we offer through our Career Center. So your students have indicated if they have a career pathway and which one they're wanting to pursue. Some students will meet this box with a technical honors. I do think we'll have a lot of students who will meet this box with academic honors. And I typically think of the student who doesn't want to spend a lot of time in a specific pathway. Maybe they're exploring different pathways, but they don't want to invest a lot of their time in high school in one particular pathway. So they can maybe spend more time in some electives, some performing arts classes, fine arts classes, dual credit classes here on the high school side, and maybe won't spend as much time on the college, in the Career Center side of the building. Some students will have a combination of AP and dual credit courses, and I'm going to discuss that here real shortly. Some students will use their scores on the SAT or ACT or the ASVAB. The ASVAB stands for the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, and it is a military entrance exam. If students take that and they meet the benchmark scores, they can use that for their post-secondary ready competency. My only caution with using a score from one of these assessments, standardized assessments, is that you would need to be a pretty confident student in your test-taking abilities on standardized tests to bank your diploma on one test score, especially when it's a test that you may not even be taking until the end of your junior year. Because what if you don't get that cut score? You would need to have a backup plan. So for the students who are indicating that they want to use one of those scores, I will be looking at that with them and helping them decide if they really need to have a backup plan just in case. The last way that you can meet box 3 is through a state or industry recognized credential or certification. We have a lot of courses through the Career Center where students can earn those. So again, you may want to take some time to explore what our pathways are. To get more information about the pathways and the concentrator courses, you should check out pickyourpathway.org. It's an amazing website with lots of really good information about the opportunities here at the high school. I would also really encourage you, if you know, for example, that your student is wanting to explore the nursing pathway or is interested in doing cosmetology, you would want to definitely watch the videos that those departments are putting together for this showcase, the academic showcase. I will talk briefly about academic honors and technical honors for you. For academic honors, students do have additional requirements. They do have to have 2 additional math credits. They do have to have 2 fine arts credits, and they do have to have world language credits, either 3 years of one language or 2 years of 2 different world languages. Their classes and their grades need to be at a C- or better. And this is actually true. This part is true for both academic and technical, that they have to earn a C- or better in their courses, and their overall GPA has to be a B- or better. That's a 2.7 in order to stay on track for either one of those honors diplomas. The other aspect to those diplomas that I want to discuss is dual credits. For an academic honors diploma, you can earn either 6 dual credits or 4 AP credits, or a combination of 3 dual credits and 2 AP credits. And those credits, dual credits, can really be in a mix or match, a hodgepodge of areas. So you could have 3 animal science dual credits and 3 speech dual credits, and that can help you meet your academic honors dual credits. So they don't have to be in the same pathway. Now, this is very different than the technical honors diplomas, where your dual credits do have to be in the same pathway. So you would have animal science and advanced life science animals. Those are each 3 dual credits. So giving you 6 dual credits in that same pathway, that helps you to be eligible then for the technical honors. If you had 3 in animal science and 3 in speech, those are not in the same pathway. Speech is not in a pathway, so you wouldn't be able to get technical, but you would be, again, eligible for academic honors diploma. I want to talk about, since I've now said AP and dual credit, I want to share with you a little bit about that. Lots of opportunities next year in senior year for our class of 2023 to be earning college credit. And, very exciting to be thinking, I'm sure as a parent, as free college credits that they can be earning. So dual credits are issued through a specific college. For example, the animal science course that I discussed or mentioned earlier is Ivy Tech class. The speech class that we offer is through IUSB. So when you think of dual credits, just keep in mind that those are actually through a certain college that our teachers here at the high school are able to teach. Advanced placement courses are not tied to a specific school. They are through the College Board. So that's one difference. Another difference is that in advanced placement courses, you do have to take and get a certain score on an AP exam at the end of that class. So you could get an A in the class, but if you don't get a certain score on the AP exam, you may not earn that college credit. In dual credits, your college credits are good as long as you earn a C or better in that course. So there's no big end of the year exam that you have to get a cut score on in order to earn the dual credits. For both AP and dual credit, we do use the PSAT, students' GPA, possibly even like their grades in certain courses in order to determine if they're eligible for dual credit or AP credit, or if that would be a good fit for them. You probably are already aware of this, but our class did take the PSAT in November, and those paper results will be passed out here real soon. You can look at that and review how your student did compared to other students and what those scores might mean. We will be taking the SAT during the school day in our junior year, and this is brand new. We'll be the first class to do this. It is going to be a school accountability exam. If students meet certain benchmarks for that exam, remember, again, they can use this for box 3 of their graduation criteria, but they don't have to meet the benchmarks in order to graduate if they have another way that they can meet box 3 criteria. We have a lot of students still undecided about what they want to do, and that's certainly understandable. There are so many opportunities, though here at the high school, that it's really important that they're trying out different things. And I do want to share with you this website, learnmoreindiana.org. It is just an amazing website with all kinds of information about exploring careers. Students can take career inventories, personality assessments. You can also explore how to choose the right college. There's lots of information about how to pay for college and scholarships. So I would just very much encourage you to check out this website with your student. Questions. I anticipate there is going to be a lot of questions. This is important stuff. So what I will be sending out to you is a Google form. And on that Google form, you can just submit your question to me and I will respond back to you. What I'm guessing is we'll have a lot of the same questions submitted, and then I will create a FAQ sheet that I will send to everybody. You will also have a chance through that Google form to request a meeting, a Google Meet meeting, or a phone call during the scheduling process. Speaking of the scheduling process, the portal for students to enter in their requests for next year and for parents for you to work with your student on that will be opening February 2nd and ending, I believe, on February 15th. So about 2 weeks that you will have to go in to make those choices. Once that portal closes, then I'm the only one who can go in and enter those courses. And I will then begin meeting with students one-on-one to finalize their plans for their junior year. Mrs. Davis and Mrs. Graham have put together a short video explaining how to enter in your selections through PowerSchool. So I would encourage you to check out that video to learn the how-tos for scheduling. I am very much looking forward to all the other things we're doing this year in sophomore year, and also in talking about the exciting things that are going to be happening in our junior and senior year. Please take the time to fill out the Google form if you have any questions. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.